Great. So, welcome. I've said hello to the crew that are here in person, and if you're watching the recording, then a big welcome. And of course, remember, if you're here in person, this also goes out to you guys as well. So you can use it whenever you like. Okay. So I think for today, I'm just going to welcome Herdis. Good morning, Herdis. Nice to see you. I thought it might be quite nice. You can either start your practice today seated, or you might prefer to start in child's pose if it's okay for your knees. And then you could also, with child's pose, you could use a bolster if you want. You can kind of come forward over the bolster. It's starting to feel a bit chilly in the mornings. I had to put my heater on. So sometimes a cozy start to the day can be quite nice, and a cozy start to the week. So either, as I said, either you're seated, or if you'd like to go into the child's pose, maybe a little blanket underneath the shins and the knees, and you can always hug your bolster, or be bolster free and let your forehead rest on your hand. Okay. Great. So we'll just use this space, just a few minutes here, just to invite ourselves to turn inwards. Just feeling the support of the floor on the earth underneath the legs. And I invite you here to take a full in-breath, maybe a gentle sigh. And just allowing the body to soften with each exhalation. And just as you breathe here, the soft ebb and flow of the breath. I'd just like to share a poem with you. This was sent to me by a friend yesterday. And it's by a poet called Mary Ann Byrne. And it's called In the Quiet Heartbeat of Now. The world keeps turning, and yet here I stand. Moments slip like water through my fingers. Tasks beckon, phones ping, clocks keep ticking, and still I breathe. Even the smallest acts, folding laundry, pouring tea, watering a plant, become portals into presence. The scent of coffee rises, warm, familiar. The cup rests in my hands. Its heat seeps into my fingers. Its aroma grounds me. Steps on the pavement, soft, deliberate. The wind brushes my face. The sun lingers on my shoulders, and the world slows around me. I am simply here. Each leaf, each sound, each breath calls me to be present, to observe, to savor, to exist fully. I discover peace, not in escaping, but in arriving again and again in the quiet heartbeat of now. And inviting a full in breath. Maybe send that inhale into the back of the body. Another gentle sigh on the exhale. And then when you're ready, if you're over the bolster, just gently press into the hands, or if you're in child's pose, you can press into the hands. Draw yourself back up, and we'll just move any props that you might have. You can keep the blanket there, yeah. But just move any props you might have to the side. And just coming up onto the hands and knees. Why not? Let's reach one leg back. Okay, you can have the toes tucked under, and just take a moment to rock forward with the inhale. Rock back with the exhale as you push away through that heel. Okay. So you're just creating this openness in the back of the knee. And then we can change legs when you're ready. Toes tucked under. And just take that little movement. So it's almost like a little downward dog-esque sensation with the leg. Nice way to open up the sole of the foot as well. Okay. Come back down, hands and knees. Feel free to just circle out the wrists there if you like. Now once again, reach back. I'm going to take my left leg back. Okay. Again, the toes are tucked under. And then let's reach the right hand rather. The right hand is forward. So right hand forward, left leg back. Okay. Fingertips and toes on the mat. And with the inhale, lifting the right arm, the left leg. Don't worry if you're wobbly. Okay. And as you exhale, lower and lightly touch. We'll just do it twice more. Okay. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Nice. And exhale, lower hand and lower knee down. Second side. Right leg reaching back, toes are tucked under. Fingertips are touching the mat there. And then 3 times. Inhale to lift. Great. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Great. And then exhale, lower hand, lower knee down. Once again, you might want to circle the wrists a little bit. And with your next inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale to down the back. Press into the hands, rounding the back. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale to round. Inhale, rolling the heart forward. And exhale to round. Inhale, this time lift the chest. Now we'll go back into downward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward dog. You can bend one knee and release heavy through the opposite heel. Coming back to the knees on the next inhale. We'll do that 3 more times, okay? Exhale, press the floor away, other knee bends. Great. Softening the back of your neck. Inhale. And one more. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, press the floor away with the hands. Nice. Okay, just take a moment. If you want to move through your legs a little bit more, maybe sway the hips in, just find your way into your body. Now you're welcome to leave your blanket there. We'll do our salutations of low lunges today, okay, by placing the knee down. So you might want to leave your blanket there. And then just carefully walk the feet forward. And then from here, knees soft, you can loosely fold the arms. Give yourself a moment here, hanging forward. You can sway a little bit from side to side. Then from here, let's roll up to stand. So really find the feet, bend the knees, heavy tailbone, lovely, rolling all the way up. And as you start to find your way up to standing, you're welcome to link the fingers, turn the palms away, and just take a reach up through the whole front line of your body. And with the exhale, let's bring the hands down through prayer pose. Here we are. So we can take a pause right here. Just mindfully noticing the soles of the feet. You might want to lift your toes, spread them wide. Here we are. So on the next in-breath, let's breathe the arms up. Lifting the gaze, reaching up. Exhale to fold forward, all the way down. So bending the knees as much as you like. Uttanasana. Inhale, coming halfway, so either fingertips to your mat or hands to your shins. And with the exhale, let's bend the knees, left foot stepping back, and we're going to lower down onto that left knee today. Inhale, breathing the arms up. And exhale, hands to the mat, and then press on back. Downward facing dog. Here we are. Nice. Finding the inhale here. And finding the exhale right here. So next inhale can pick up the right foot. Exhale, let's step it forward. So bring it towards the hands, give it a nudge if you like, and we'll put the back knee down. Okay, let's come into this little lunge here. We'll stay here for a few breaths. So inhale, come up. Exhale, it might work for you to sink the pelvis, but just feel your way in. Okay, getting a bit chillier in the morning. Inhale, just where you are. Now from here, turning to your right, open the arms to shoulder height, exhaling. Great, twice more, just like that. Inhale, up to center. And exhale to the right. Good. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to the right. Nice. Inhale, back to center. And then from here, exhale, bring the hands down. So it's up to you. You can either press straight back to downward dog, or you might prefer to go hands and knees. Maybe a child's pose, or then downward dog. Okay, either side. Nice. Full breath. Second side. Inhale, taking the left foot up. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, breathing the arms up. Exhale, we're just staying right there. Nice. Inhale again, just where you are. Now 3 times to the left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bringing the arms up. Exhale when you're ready. Hands to the earth. And then find your way back. Downward dog or hands and knees. Feeling your way in. Full inhale. Full exhale. Next inhale, picking up the right foot. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, breathing the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Back foot steps forward. Folding in over the legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, press into the feet, coming all the way out to stand. And exhale, let's fold forward straight away, all the way down. Inhale, coming halfway, where you find your feet. Exhale, bend the knees, right foot stepping back now. And then come on down to the right knee. Nice. Inhale, breathe in the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Let's just take one high plank from here, okay? So bring the weight forward. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale, push back a little through your heels. Tailbone moving under. Just keep breathing. Send the heart a little bit forward. One more deep inhale. Great. And with the exhale, let's press back. Downward facing dog. Finding your breath. Next inhale, can take the right foot up again. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, breathing the arms up. And then let's cactus the arms from here. So let's bend the elbows, draw the shoulder blades together. And let's do that twice more. Inhale. Exhale, you cactusing the arms. Inhale again, we lift. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, taking the arms up. Now from here, keep the feet just where they are and bringing the left hand down to the mat. A little spiral from here. So inhale and exhale, rotating to the right. So either, reaching up with the right arm, or you can wrap the right arm behind your back. And then the option here to tuck the back toes and take the back knee off. And really exploring the pushing out through your back heel, the pressing down into your front foot. Opening across the chest. One more inhale right here. And then with the exhale, let's unwind that. Find your hands. And then either back to downward dog, or you can come to kneeling. Find your breath. Let's just come to that high plank again. Inhale. Exhale, push away through your heels. Tailbone moves under, heart forward. Another deep inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, let's step it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, breathing the arms up. Exhale, cactus in the arms. Shoulder blades draw together. Twice more, just like that. Inhale. Inhale. Exhaling. The navel can just very gently move towards your spine. Inhale, reaching up. And from here, exhale, planting the right hand down. Inhale where you are. And then with the exhale, spiraling to your left. Stay with your breath. One more inhale. And then from here, let's exhale, unwind. We can find our way out. So either you might want to come to kneeling, child's pose, or downward facing dog. Okay, you decide. So from here, inhale, let's take the left foot up. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth. Back foot stepping forward. We'll fold in over the legs. Exhaling. Inhale, press into the feet, coming all the way up to stand. And remain standing and bring the hands down to prayer pose. And let's pause right here. Maybe the arms by your sides, or perhaps the hands are together in prayer, or perhaps they're on your body. Just observing the quality of your breath. Observing where is the mind. Another 2 breaths. Okay, when you're ready, release the arms. And on the next inhale, we'll take the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine to send the heart forward. Good. Exhale, bend the knees. Now this time, stepping back, one foot and then the other, into downward facing dog. So you might have stepped over your blanket there. It might be sensible now, if you're able to take one hand, just remove that blanket. Okay, so next in breath, let's come to the high plank again. Inhale, high plank. Stay right there, push out through the heels, heart forward. Tailbone moving under. One more inhale. And this time, knees up or down, all the way to the belly. Coming to Sphinx from here. So sliding the forearms forward. Inhale. And then with the exhale, let's link the fingers. Elbows nudge in. Inhale, tuck the toes. And then a forearm plank. Exhale. Find your inhale. Jawbone is soft. Again, caught myself clenching my teeth. Find your exhale. One more in breath. And then exhale and come back down to Sphinx. Inhale right here, send the heart forward. And then from here, let's release forward and get the hands ready for Cobra. Inhale, press into the hands, shoulders roll back and down, elbows drawing in with the chest. Then exhale, come on back. So you might want to go back by a child's pose, or you might be happy coming straight back into downward dog. Find your inhale, finding your exhale. So inhale, we'll just take the right foot up again, please, deep inhale. Exhale, stepping it through. Now we'll place the back knee down again. So if you want to draw in a little support, go ahead. Inhale, taking the arms up. And this time on the exhale, sweep the arms around behind you. Now it's up to you, okay? You can either keep the hands apart, shoulder blades drawing together as you lift the chest, okay? Or you might find you prefer to link the fingers. Shoulder blades moving together, okay? The main thing here is to work on opening the chest. Another deep inhale. Full exhale, roll those shoulder blades together. One more in breath. And then with the exhale, let's release that. Bring the hands to the earth, come on back, downward facing dog. Second side, inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee can come down. Inhale. Taking the arms up. Great, and then from here, exhale, take them forward, down, and back. Nice. So see how it feels maybe with the hands apart. Drawing the inner edge of the shoulder blades towards each other. And if you want to link the fingers, go ahead. Nice. Just keep breathing into the chest. Another deep inhale to lift the heart. And with the exhale, release the hand and come into downward facing dog. Once again, you might just want to move that blanket and inhale to a high plank. This time on the exhale, all the way down. Back into Sphinx. Inhale just where you are. Exhale, link fingers, elbows nudging. Tuck the toes on the in-breath. And then with the out-breath, forearm plank. 3 breaths here. When you're ready, on an exhalation, back to your Sphinx. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Preparing now for Cobra. Or you might find you want to lift a little higher into upward dog, okay? See how you feel. Inhale, shoulders roll back and down. So if you're in Cobra, the elbows are bent, aren't moving forward. And exhale, maybe it's back to a little brief child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. Find your inhale right here. Finding your exhale, good. Keep pushing the floor away with the hand. So the next inhale, we'll just gently pick up that right foot. On the exhale, stepping it forward. And this time it's a regular warrior one. So turn the back heel in and down. Come on up here, hands onto your hips. Nice. Okay, cool. Yes, just give yourself a moment to really set your foundations, okay, in the lower body. Now for today, tailbone moving down, okay? But for today, we'll take, let's take the right arm up, bending the right elbow. You can just negotiate, if you like, with the left hand onto that right elbow. So we're moving towards Gomukhasana arms. And then the left arm can sweep down and then up and back. Now, I'll just quickly turn around so you can see. Either you might find you're catching the fingers. Okay, that's fine. It's also fine to not catch the fingers. So what you can do here is you can take one hand to the back of the neck. One hand can rest just wherever it is on the back. And see how it feels to really separate the elbows away from each other. Now, we've been quite a long time on that bent front leg. So let's straighten the front leg as you inhale. And with the exhale, let's bend back in. Maybe opening through the chest. Let's do that once more. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Oh, let's just do it one more time, eh? Threes are quite nice and neat. I like working in threes. And from here, let's release the arms. Almost retrace your steps. Inhale, maybe a wide V with the arms. And with the exhale, hands come down. And then come on back. Let's come straight to plank. And then lower down, knees up or down. Come into your cobra. Inhale, tailbone heavy. Shoulders roll back and down, lift. And exhale, come on back into downward facing dog. Great. Second side from here. Inhale. Left foot can lift. Exhale, stepping it forward. Back heel down. So inhale. Hands to hips. And as you exhale, just really find the stability in the lower body. Nice. Yeah. Set your foundations. Wonderful. So let's take the right arm up on the left arm up rather on the inhale. And exhale, bend the elbow. You might want to just gently nudge it with the right hand. And then sweep the right arm down, then up the back. And just see how that feels. So allow the elbows to gently move apart on the inhale. Exhale completely. So let's go 3 times, moving out, in and or out and into the posture. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Staying with your breath. Exhale. Really find the connection to your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Gently release the arms. So just maybe retrace those steps. Taking the arms up. And with the exhale, hands come down to the earth. And then find your way out. So let's go straight to plank. And remember, if you prefer to go back to child's pose, that's cool. Yeah. If you'd like a vinyasa, let's go. Inhale, lifting the chest. Send the heart forward. And exhale. Maybe it's child's pose. Maybe it's downward dog. Smooth inhale. Smooth exhale. Okay, from here, rocking up hands and knees on the in-breath. Exhale, back to downward dog. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Now either stepping, walking, or hopping towards the hand. In breath can lengthen the spine. Out breath, navel to spine can fold. Let's inhale, press into the feet, come all the way up. And remain standing as the hands come down through prayer pose. Exhale. Okay, let's pause here for 5 breaths. Feeling into your body. observing body, breath, mind, and mood. Okay, when you're ready, you can let the eyes open. And let's just take a step out. So we're going to face the long edge of the mat, okay? So we'll come through, we'll do a side angle pose. We'll kind of move in and out of the posture, okay? So with the feet a good leg length apart, right toes turning out, left toes in sliding, okay? Just let the arms to shoulder height on the inhale. Now with the exhale, bending into the right leg, a gentle resting of the right forearm to the right thigh as you reach through that left arm. Nice. Inhale, come back out, straighten through the right leg, arms to shoulder height. And exhale back into the posture, lengthening the left waist off of the left hip. Let's just do that twice more. Inhale. Again, inhale. Back in, exhale. Lovely. Now, just as you breathe here, if you don't want to have the arm up, wrap the arm behind your back. Another option here for you is really press deep into both feet and see how it feels to lift the forearm off of the thigh. If you want to, you can then reach through that arm as well. Yeah, cool. Good. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, just lightly place right forearm back to right thigh. Inhale, let's come all the way out. Exhale, toes forward. And release the arms. Just feel free to roll the shoulders if you need to. Okay, so let's turn left toes out 4 times, moving into and out of the posture. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Lengthening right waist off of the right hip. Inhale. Okay, into the posture, and we'll stay here for a little bit. So really find that connection to both feet, like you're pushing the floor away. Maybe the forearm comes off the thigh, and you breathe there, or maybe it floats. It's really hard to talk. Find this side a lot harder. One more inhale if you want. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Inhale, let's come all the way out. Toes forward. And exhale, lower the arms. Great, give the shoulders a little roll. Nice. So I know you guys on a Monday morning like to, you're very obliging at indulging me in the Qigong moment. So just wriggle your feet a little closer, just 4 times, okay? Put a softness to the knees. So parting the clouds. So as you inhale, you can start to strain through the legs. It's like you're parting the clouds, lifting the chest. Exhale, bring the hands together, and now you can round the spine. Nice. Yes, you can let the tailbone really tuck under and round the back, like you would in cow pose. Inhale. That's it. That's great. Exhale. Round. Twice more. Inhale. Inhale again, reaching up, parting the clouds. We'll keep those clouds parted and then lower the arms down. Take a pause. Let's wriggle the feet a little wider again. We're come into warrior 2. So right toes turning out. Inhale. Exhale, bending into the right leg. Now pausing here, okay, for a few breaths. And from here, taking the arms forward, we're going to do eagle arms. So you've got the right leg bent, so the left arm's going to go on top. Okay, left arm on top, weaving the arms. Here we are, okay? Now see how it goes. If it's too much to do the weavy thing, send the left arm out to the right side into the crook of the right elbow, okay? Just a couple more breaths. If that thigh is really feeling quite under pressure, straighten the leg and go back in. Inhale to lift the elbows a little if you're an eagle. Exhale, send the forearms forward. Just one more breath. Okay, let's undo that. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms wide, toes forward, lower the arms, exhale. Little roll. Left toes turn out, inhale. Exhale, landing in warrior two. So now your left leg is bent, arms forward, so now the right arm comes on top, and you weave, or you send it to the side. Just a few more breaths. So what you're aiming to do here is you're creating space between the shoulder blades. Yeah, exhale. Just one more breath. Okay, from here, let's release the arms. We can straighten through that leg. Toes forward and exhale. Well done. Lower the arms. Just take a little roll. Hands come onto the hips. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale to fold forward. So you're welcome to either bring the hands to the back of the legs, the ankles, or to the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, we fold. Following your inhale and following your exhale. Nice. Just another breath. The next inhale can come back onto the fingertips. You can bend the knees as much as you like. And let's walk the hands all the way towards the front of the mat. Turn those front toes to point forward. And then let's release it. Exhale. So if you'd like to do one more vinyasa, you're very welcome to inhale plank. Exhale chaturanga. Or you can pause in downward dog. Or you can pause in child's pose. Inhale. And exhale. Next posture is going to be pigeon. So we can enter that from either downward dog or from kneeling, okay? So when you're ready, let's take the right foot, sweep the right knee towards the right wrist or in the general direction, and then lower down. Yeah, lovely. So remember, you can always put a block underneath this hip right here, okay? Maybe a blanket underneath the back knee. See how you feel. Inhale, can just gently lift the chest. And exhale, let's come forward. Just 4 more breaths. Okay, when you feel ready, so either bring yourself up. Now you're welcome to either exit the posture or just hang out just for one more little thing. We can do this thing where you're walking the hands back, shoulders roll back and down and lift the chest. And then with the exhale, take some more weight into the hands and soften forward. So it's like you're rolling through the spine. So let's inhale, lift up, heavy pelvis, shoulders roll back and down. And exhale to release. Let's go one more time. And inhale. And then when you're ready, find the weight into the hands and either come back to downward dog or kneeling, or you can roll to the side, swing the leg around and undo yourself that way. Okay, great. So second side. Need a bit of movement before the second side, go ahead. All right, so from here, we'll take the left leg forward. Listening to that knee. So I failed to say on the first side, remember, if it's too much for the knee, you can do that version where you lie down and take the supine figure four. Sorry about that, I completely forgot to mention that. There, okay. Okay, just a few more breaths. Now when you're ready, start to bring yourself back up. So 3 times, inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to soften forward. Inhale, heavy pelvis, shoulders roll back. And inhale to lift. And exhale to release. Inhale, we're back up. And now from here, either press back to downward dog or child's pose, or you can drop off that left hip and swing the leg around. Nice. Now, if you've swung around, just stay right here because our next phase is seated. If you're in downward dog, come on through to sitting whenever you are ready. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So from here, let's just extend the legs forward for a second. Feel free to have a block or a folded blanket. Okay, I think I might have a block today. So we'll start from Dandasana. We'll come and just bend the knees and let's tuck the, get my size right. So you guys want to go to the right side first. So you're going to tuck the left leg underneath you. So the left knee is pointing forward. And then the right foot might be stepped over. Okay. So it's Ardha Matsyendrasana. Now, if this isn't going to work for your body today, what you could do instead is extend that underneath leg. So you're in this version here. Okay, so either way is cool. All right, just get my leg back. Okay, right, so from here, turning now to your right. So I like to do a little dropping of my pelvis. Tailbone kind of moves under. I'll lean back a little. I'll hug around with that left elbow. Then find my way into a spiral. That's up to now lengthen up out the lower back. Steady breath. One breath at a time. Great. So next inhale, let's turn the head, look to the front. Exhale, spiral back to center. Okay, now from here, we're going to slide the legs into same side. We're going to be in Gomukhasana legs. So what you could do is you could take that top leg. I usually have to sort of manhandle myself into it, okay? Or you could extend the bottom leg and just allow that knee to slide down, okay? So it's lower, all right? Yeah, it's so nice. If you're like me, I'm pretty tight in this direction. So what I tend to do is I come forward and I kind of faff around and then I sit down again. Seems to be that faffing around works wonders. Okay. All right, so here we are. And don't worry about feet are in perfect alignment with each other, it's fine. Yeah. So we can sit upright, sitting back into the sitting bones there, spine is long. So you might be happy here. You might want to recreate those arms again. So we'll take the right arm up, bend the elbow, maybe a little bit negotiation. And then the other arm comes down and up. You could also do the eagle arms if you prefer. Yeah, it really depends what you feel like doing. Yeah. Just another breath with the arms. When you're ready, just release the arms from here. Now, either just a few more breaths pausing here, or you might prefer to take a little lean forward, okay? As I lean forward, I need to press into my hands a little so I can find the stability of my sitting bones. Lean forward here. Okay, when you're ready, let's slowly come up. If you're forward, release the weight back into the hands and we can undo the legs, okay? Great, and just feel free just to extend the legs and give them a little shake out, whatever you need to do. Okay. Okay, so let's get ready for the second side. Right leg underneath and the left one stepped over, okay? So we got the little spiral to do first. If you prefer to extend the underneath leg, go ahead and do that, yeah? Okay, so I need to I tend to drop back. So it looks very counterintuitive. I'm kind of all curled up, but then I'll see what I can do to explore some space. All the while, as you exhale, see how it feels to sink into the left sitting bone. Heavy, heavy. Yeah, that's it. Okay, when you're ready, inhale, turn the head, look to the front. Exhale, let's gently unwind. Okay, and then we can readjust the legs here. Great. Here we are. So if you'd like to do the arms, it will now be the left arm up. Yeah. Or the left arm on top. And breathe here. Couple more breaths. Okay, when you're ready, you can release the arms. And just another couple of breaths if you'd like to come forward, or you can stay upright. Okay. And when you're ready, start to slowly bring yourself out. Well done. Lots of hip stuff. Okay, you can extend the leg or legs. Give them a little release, little lean back. Okay. So let's come and lie down from here. I'm going to use these supine postures by way of counter posture, really. So give yourself a little hug in if you like, a little roll around. Just go for a tiny bit of windscreen wiper. So you can take the arms into a cactus. And let's go. So taking at least 3 counts to lower the legs to one side. Inhale to center and over to the left. Inhale. A really mindful movement. Okay, third time you go to the right side, let's take a pause for a few breaths. You might want to cross the right foot over the left knee. Really send the breath fully into the body. Exhale, follow the exhale all the way to the end. When you're ready, unhook that foot and then you can go to the second side. So if you'd like to hook the foot, go ahead, but you don't have to. Okay, when you're ready, let's undo that. Come back to center. Little bit of a hug. And then just 3 times a little rolling up into bridge. Inhale. You don't need to go too high. Yeah, just inhale, gently rolling up. Exhale, snaking down, vertebra at a time, rolling down. Let's go twice more. Inhale. So before we move into Shavasana, give yourself anything else you feel you need. Okay, so maybe that's some knee hugging, maybe it's some rolling about. Perhaps you're just ready to get stuck into Shavasana. Okay. Nice. And once you get settled, I was just going to take you through 5 rounds of Brahmari breath. So breath like the humming bee, and then we'll fall into like a few minutes rest and silence in Shavasana. Okay. Right. So once you get yourself settled, we can take 5 rounds of Brahmari. So you'll be inhaling through the nose and you hum out the exhale. Three more without me. Then when you're ready, just let yourself fall into silence. very, very gently, breathing in peace and breathing out peace. You're welcome to start to invite some gentle movements, fingers and toes. You can invite a stretch into the body. And gently, gently hugging the knees in. Taking your time, roll yourself over onto whatever side you like, or find another comfortable journey back to sitting. Just taking just a moment right here. You might have an intention, maybe one word or a phrase that you'd like to carry with you into your day and into your week. Bring the hands together into Anjali Mudra. That intention from the mind, just send it down into your heart, and you can allow it to nestle in the heart space. Let's take one on together. Exhale completely. Inhale. And may all beings know peace and know love and be free from suffering. And may we all teach peace by example. Thank you so much, everybody. Namaste. Okay. Thanks, Hope.